Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your hosts, Matt McGregor and Tone Vage. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate?
Morning, morning. I'm good. I'm good. We got a little pullback coming, but it's not a big deal, and it's all nice and steady.
That's what I wanted to ask you. All right. We've got a slight pullback. We've had all the perfect things we want to have hit. They've all hit. At what point on this pullback, Tone, would you be concerned that you could probably readjust your descending triangle, the descending line here, and we put in another higher low or another lower low? At what point is this no longer the celebration that it has been this week so far?
Probably below 65.
Well, we're at 66,800. 65, you reckon, would be a bit of a concern.
Yeah, but I am really looking at that to be a reversal. Below. We haven't done one of those in a little while. We were looking good. We broke 68 yesterday. And I'm curious if markets reset. You should go first, and then we'll go from there.
I'm going to go first because I'm going to need you to fix your microphone, which is inaudible, while I'm doing
Oh,
that. All right, I'm going to go into the charts because this is going to be a real quick one because for me, nothing has changed. It's all the same thing. We're sitting here,
because it's not plugged in.
mate. I'm having real trouble understanding anything you're saying. From you
Oh,
work
my
on that.
microphone, the proper microphone wasn't plugged in.
Well, you've been doing YouTube for 27 years, Tone. Figure it out.
All
All
right, we
right.
should be good now, right? Our audio's good now.
Yeah, mate. All good. It sounds perfect. All right. So we're still sitting where we are sitting. We're still above my descending line here that I drew in last week. Still got a purple phantom signal here. The irony is that this could actually not be that purple signal this week. If it drops down the price, this is a lagging indicator. There'll be a repainting on this, and this will disappear, and it's likely to come in next week. So if you see me next week saying, "Hey, it didn't print, and next week we've got the purple signal," it's all the same thing. It doesn't make any difference to me. This is not an immediate buy signal. It's a long-term trend indicator. We went through it last night or the night before. I'm still super stoked on this. Absolutely super stoked. I definitely can see a pullback coming. I mean, but it doesn't have to. It could go either way. I'm not looking at any trades right now on the immediate time frame, exactly where we are right now for investment trades, but there's definitely shorter term positions. Oh, see that? It just disappeared. See that? You just saw it, ladies and gentlemen, live in real time. That candle is no longer purple, and it will probably go back purple again throughout this show. That's why we need to see the candle close for everything we do. There's no repainting on all of my indicators that I build. Repainting, if you're a coder, you'll understand what that means. It just means, a lot of the indicators and back testers you see people put out there, they're total bullshit, right? Because they're not entering the trade, in real time. It's all false data. All the indicators that I build, because they're all in the eyes of botting them. They all have to be candle close. So there's no repainting, no effing around, right? Like if, for example, Tone's green star right now looks like a green star. If this thing drops down below, 65,500, this green star will disappear in the next 3 days and 3.5 days. So we'll see how that has to print, right? That's the tricky part about trading. But I think that we'll get this. I think we'll get a rebuild here. So just letting you know that's the case. Daily time frame. It's been a bad day, but the positions we're at, I don't mind at all. I could definitely see us coming back down to retest either that descending channel that we broke out of, or even just coming back to the 7 simple moving average 30. None of this bothers me at all. When the wave is green, we are constantly looking for pullbacks to buy the dip. I'm not that keen on just buying the dip like a lot of people talk about. I'm a big buy the dipper when the wave is green. When the wave is red, I don't look at everything as a buy the dip. My macro is cautious to bearish. I'm never bearish on really truly bearish on Bitcoin, but I'm downside potential is super on the table for me. When the wave is green, I view anything as a pullback as a buy the dip. So if we came back in, starting to look at these simple moving averages here, which we're fully extended above them. The 7 simple moving averages is 64, 67, sorry, 64, 63, 61. I don't mind any of that. I don't mind the pullback. It makes sense to me that a pullback would come in. I'm not concerned at all. I'm very, very, very bullish. That's a 4-day chart right now. I'm very, very, very bullish on Bitcoin. I thought that the MRI looked different. All right. So this is the 4-hour time frame right now. If we came back into the wave right here, I would still be mega bullish on Bitcoin and be looking for a fantastic entry. This entry right here, if we were to come back inside the green wave on a 4-hour time frame while the wave is green, get a green diamond perhaps down inside there, I would view that as positively almost as Tone's favorite call in the last 2 years. That one that you had when it came back down and we got all the stars aligned. This for me is probably going to be your best bet for one of those. I'm still in the trade from 60,500. I'd probably just stay in that trade instead of break even stop. I know I'm in 170% profit, but I don't know if we're going to go below 60 again. I'm pretty happy to sit in this thing as long as possible, but I won't lose money in that trade. The 15-minute is where you can really see what's happening right now. And it's a lot clearer. Like we just stayed on the alpha numerics here. We got below all the cluster of moving averages. They're all the same moving averages. We've come up, we've come up, we've come up, we've come up. That 30 has been sensational, which it always tends to be. Where is it going to pull up and then break through these moving averages? I don't mind taking its time here and then building some steam, putting in a low, and then breaking the structure of the market. As I look at Bangbox right now, I was happy that Bangbox is now completely reset, which we need to do. We've closed well and truly closed below the 128 period moving average, and we just tried to come back up and retest it. We just put a big bit of a crash in right now, and we're rebuilding beautifully. Not concerned at all. I'm coming back to you now, Tone. Oh, before I do, please remember to watch the video that we have here on the Financial Summit of how to set up the bot on Blowfin. Absolutely fantastic 5-minute tutorial by my partner Baloo there. Absolutely take advantage of this. This ends on the 25th of August. So you've got another week to take advantage of these fantastic deposit bonuses we have on Blowfin. And as I come back to you, Tone, please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, use the affiliate links as I just mentioned in the description below. I'm not worried at all, Tone. What do you think, mate? Take us through it.
I actually like this pullback. I remain confident on this pullback. Let me open my charts. Let's go to I don't know how long I'll keep this on the screen here because I mean this is a slow moving chart. It's a monthly chart, and I'm just gonna everyone's aware that I have buy signals everywhere. I'll probably close it. This is not that necessary. The monthly chart, I still have that purple phantom candle. It hasn't gone away.
The price moved up to the price
Oh,
moved up.
came back. Oh, that's right. We're above 67 again. I'm looking at this 10 a.m. reversal right now. I went and took a look at the stock market, and I see that the stock market is at a new all-time high. So why am I going to be worried about a little Bitcoin pullback with the stock market at an all-time high? It is an MRI warning. So the MRI top comes tomorrow on Friday on the futures market. What about the cash market? The cash market also has an MRI top tomorrow. We were pulling back here early on. We can go to a 5-minute chart. Stock market opened super high. We are pulling back. This is a classic 10 a.m. reversal setup for me.
Yep.
From the market open, we fell 22 points on the S&P. Wow, that seems unreasonable in 10 minutes. How high did we open? The stock market opened 35 points higher. That is insane.
Don't. It didn't open there. Look at the candle.
What are we missing here?
Review that. The bottom of the candle. It didn't open at the top of the candle close. Drop it down. Drop it down. Down. What are you doing?
There?
Yeah. Wake up. Yeah. That's where the candle.
No. It opened there.
What?
It opened at the top of the candle. I'm using hollow candles. Right. It opened up there.
Right.
I'm using hollow candles, so when you have a green
Yeah.
candle,
Sorry, man.
when you have a filled, yeah, it's anyway, it's like in my brain it was I'm so used to it. Like
No,
it's
you're right. You're right. You're right.
but
You're right.
yeah.
My
Um
bad.
so we opened 35 points up and we're already reversing. So I can see Bitcoin going back to 68,000 by the time I get on my flight. Where are we right now? Yep, Bitcoin on a daily is already halfway back up. Here's Bitcoin on a short term, and bam, look at it hold. That's off just a 5 minute. That's not that interesting. 5 minute MRI support line, and now we're about to break past the prior swing high. Finally, we have a little descending line going here on a 10-minute scale. That's pretty good. Ooh, look at that. I think we're gonna break above this. And I think we're good. I think the low is probably in. Let's see. Let's see if the low is in. I still have my futures position. I'm planning to exit it tomorrow, and I want to see a new swing high. Remember what I said yesterday? I wanted today to be a little bit of a pullback, and I wanted the swing high to come on Friday or Monday, ideally Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. So I think we'll have one of these consolidated candles. And I think we should be watching for a blow off top coming in tomorrow. And then a lot of people will safely exit into the weekend. And if we look at how many Bitcoins the ETFs purchased, look at this week. 8,000 on Monday, 5,500 on Tuesday, another 6,500 yesterday. This can't continue. There's just not enough Bitcoin. I don't have the latest numbers here in my spreadsheet. I think I have only yesterday's numbers or the day before. Like this month is already 12,000. And by the way, this month could potentially be the first month where GBTC does not bleed Bitcoin. And GBTC also adds Bitcoin along with the other ETFs. I mean, we're already more Bitcoins purchased in 3 days than the entire month will mine Bitcoin. I think
Mm.
this is going to be significant. I
Yeah,
can
that's
see this month and this quarter being like the top quarter and one of the top months outside of Q1. So outside of Q1, our best month was July with 49,000 Bitcoin. I think we can approach that this month. I know it's only half a month to go, but look at the rate. Look at the rate it purchases. I think it's absolutely crazy. And oil's not doing anything. Gold is continuing to go higher. Not surprised. The stock market looks like the 10 a.m. reversal came a little bit early. This will be a little tricky to trade, but it's I would still stay patient. 10 a.m. is still 15 minutes away. The stock market can certainly dip one more time, but it's looking unlikely that we will even close this gap today. Any economic news? Let me see. Any economic news this week? No, not really. The sales came in okay. We got nothing tomorrow. This is a uneventful week in economic news. And as far as the interest rate is concerned, these things are going to even out. No, they're not. Wow. So there's a 90% expectation of a lower interest rate. I don't understand why or how. I mean, it's hard to go against the betters, but I think that's crazy. All right, I don't really have much else. We're already at 67.3, back to 67.3. Nice rally. We fell to 66.6. We're already up, 750 bucks here. In a few minutes time, we're up 600 in 10 minutes. We're right at resistance. We got to break this. I'm on a 10 minutes side. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's just go to the 1 hour. Let's wait for the MRI. Once that green star candle shows up next candle, once the MRI goes above 67.5, I think we're good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we challenge 68 again today.
Yep.
It was a nice clean pullback. Didn't scare me at all. Emma, MicroStrategy, it Oh, I like it here. I like my MicroStrategy pulled back 10%, while Bitcoin was still rallying, got a little bit ahead of itself. I think MicroStrategy is resetting. It's got some news. It doesn't have earnings. Got earnings coming up. With Bitcoin at new all-time highs, earnings should be good. Huh, they're still expecting negative earnings. Look at that.
Mm.
But MicroStrategy hit an MRI daily top. No wonder it pulled back a smidge. Yeah, MicroStrategy is probably gonna go up. MicroStrategy is probably bottomed out. We got a green star candle on the weekly, plenty of room to the upside. The phantom candle's back. I think it'll stay this way.
Yeah, me too.
I I think we're gonna close the week above 67 with a green star with the purple, and then maybe a little bit of consolidated next week because of the MRI on the S&P. The MRI on the S&P is coming. The daily MRI is tomorrow on Friday. A little bit of a pullback early next week, and then new highs. I'm very bullish on the markets here. All right, that's it. That's it for
Yep.
me.
Yep.
I'm back.
No, I agree. I agree implicitly. I think that we'll probably finish the week with that purple candle. But I mean, we'll talk about that tomorrow. See what happens. I just feel like they don't. It's never going to be easy, right? I mean, trying to buy breakouts to new all time highs is the hardest stuff to do. It's going to be choppy, but that's why we've got Bang Box. It'll do it without emotion. That's why we're here every day with you guys. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. We'll see you the same time tomorrow for the end of the week wrap up. Thanks, guys. Tone, you're off. Are we going to be on the show tomorrow? You're traveling.
Yeah, no, tomorrow should be fine. I'll my flight's later. I mean, it depends how. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my drinking to a minimum tonight, and we'll see.
Well, good luck with that. All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.